All right, so I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds to see if anybody comes on. All right, so here we go. Um, I would like to talk about how to connect deeply with someone, um, whether that be someone that you already know or someone who you have just met. Um, I find that the ability to do this can increase your odds of building strong relationships and just getting what you want out of life. All right. So the first thing is to really pay attention to that person, observe that person, and listen to that person. Pick up on subtle clues, pick up on their body language, pick up on their moods, on their attitudes, on their facial gesture, facial patterns, their gestures. Um, and you'll be able to connect with them more because you'll be able to empathize with them and feel them out and know how they're feeling and know what they need and all of that good stuff. Okay. Um, and I think the second thing is to be vulnerable with the person that you're around. The more vulnerable you are, the more likely you are to accept your flaws and to show your flaws, the better the person can relate to you. I mean, like, have you ever been around a person who could never do any wrong, right? They were never wrong. If they were ever caught in something embarrassing, they didn't do it. They lie about everything. They try to save face. They try to make it look like their life is perfect. Everyone knows that no one's life is perfect. Everyone knows that everyone has issues and everyone has problems. And when you're open about that, when you're not afraid to say, hey, you know what, guess what, I messed up, or hey, I might not be the best at this, or hey, you know what, I was wrong. This makes this is endearing, and people. I don't even think people really think about it, but they like to be around people like that. No one wants to be around a person who is right all the time, who knows everything, and who is just perfect. I'm perfect. Everything's perfect. I'm perfect. Right? No one really likes that. Actually, people hate people like that. Um, these people make us uncomfortable. They make us feel as though, you know, as if we don't have it together. And honestly, so I actually read this in, I think, the 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. One of the laws of power is to never the first law is to never outshine the master. Um, and there's a whole bunch of talk about how purposely positioning yourself or making yourself seem not as smart as you are, definitely not smarter than the person you're dealing with, is a great practice to obtain power because there's nothing that threatens or makes someone of stature or high position feel more uncomfortable than feeling as though someone is coming along and this person is better than them and they feel threatened and they feel as though someone is encroaching on their territory, right? So that's another thing. So just be vulnerable. Actually, like, play up your vulnerabilities. If you play up your vulnerabilities, a lot of people will like you and they will open up to you and they'll feel connected to you because they won't feel threatened by you. I actually do this a lot, and it works. It works. People will hate you less, especially if there are other things about you that naturally people would hate about you. If you play up your vulnerabilities, this will make people hate you less or make people less jealous of you, right? Okay. What else? Yeah, just admit your mistakes and always admit when you're wrong, when you've done something wrong, or even when you're right. Just like letting it go and not having to prove a point, not having to have the last word, not having to be the right one. Sometimes it can work in your favor. Sometimes doing this can work in your favor more than arguing, more than being right, more than getting your point across. People I mean, like, how many arguments leads how many arguments lead to silent resentment, right? Like, how many times have you argued with someone and afterwards, like, you just don't like you don't mess with them like that anymore. You're like, "Nah, forget it." Okay? Um, and I guess last but not least, in planting the seeds to connect deeply with someone, if you see someone is struggling with anything, reaching out and offering some type of help or assistance will also work in your favor. So if you offer help to someone, this can make them feel more comfortable. This will make them feel as though you care about them and you're supportive, and the relationship, the bond, the connection between you two will naturally grow deeper. That's just how we humans are. Okay. All right. So first thing is paying attention, listening very closely, observing the person, being open and vulnerable, admitting to your mistakes, and assisting to help. Okay. So these are all the ways in which you can set the ground or plant the seeds for connecting deeply with someone. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, please let me know. And if not, I'm going to sound off. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Um, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment, ask me a question, tell me a topic for the next video that you'd like me to cover. Okay? All right. See you guys later. Bye.